just laying down, just took a shower, just laying down with my son and my daughter. And I want to tell y'all need to look out for red flags. Now, the red flags that you need to look out for when it comes to dating, I'm going to tell y'all my experience I had when I was dating. I dodged a bullet. It was very. Let me just tell you what happened. Mind you, the whole time this dude was homeless, but he tried to hide it from me. He was awful. He was terribly a nightmare. I'm going to tell you what it was. Alright, so this is what happened. So basically, he's from Virginia Beach. Well, not from Virginia Beach, but he had moved to Virginia Beach. I thought we were going on a trip to Virginia Beach just to have a little fun for the summer. This was before I met my husband. This is way before. So I think this was about the last relationship that I dated before I found my husband, and I says if I don't find somebody, I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life because I'm not trying to go through this. But anyway, so we end up going to Virginia Beach. We end up staying in a car just talking, and at night he started drinking, and I'm like, can we go? Like, where do you live? Can we go to your house? I'm tired of being in the car. It's summertime. Nobody wants to be in the car like that. So he acted like he was so drunk he couldn't understand me, and he fell asleep. And I'm in a parking lot in Target overnight. I want to take a shower. I want to go to the bathroom. I want to eat. I couldn't do nothing. He literally fell asleep. So the morning time came and he was like, I got to go to work. And I'm like, what? So his whole plan was not to do what he said, and we were going on a vacation to have fun. He really wanted a ride back to Virginia Beach in my car just so he could get to work, but he was trying to hide it. He was homeless but working and had no way to get to his daggone job. But anyway, I believe he got fired that day. He pulled up in his boss's driveway and he called his boss and asked, does he have any work for him? And his boss says, I won't have any work for you anymore. So that sounds like he got fired. So after that, we drove to some part of the beach where it was like a neighborhood, but it was a part of people's, the beach was behind people's houses. Like, it was a really nice area. And I just sat there, was playing on my phone, and he was playing on his phone. He became very critical. He kept telling me that my hair was nappy. He was just critical for no freaking reason at all. He didn't like me to, I had red lipstick on. He didn't want me to wear red lipstick. He didn't like that. He didn't like the way I talk. He didn't want me to really speak much. He wanted me to speak when spoken to. He was trying to control me already, and we weren't even in a relationship. Most guys will have at least a honeymoon phase where they act like they're trying to do something nice or be a good potential boyfriend, but he went straight into like the, what do you call it, the devalue stage right away. There was no honeymoon stage at all. So once he became so critical, I got up and I went to my car. I was like, I'm about to leave this bitch in Virginia Beach, and I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna get in my car, and I'm just gonna go, and I'm gonna just leave, and I'm going back to Richmond, and forget about him. He started walking all extra fast and everything. And I forgot to mention that when I drove to Virginia Beach, he left his car at my house. So he kind of had to get in my car so he can come back and get his car from my house. But what I really wanted was to just leave him at Virginia Beach, and he'll have to find some kind of way to get his car, because I was done with him, how he was treating me. But anyway, once I got, he didn't even have money for gas for me to get back to Richmond, and my car was on E, so I had to use my money, even though I paid for everything anyway. That's a red flag. And so I got back to Richmond. But before I got back to Richmond, on the way to Richmond from Virginia Beach, he talked for a whole entire hour in the car. And I was quiet the whole entire time. And that's what narcs do. They like to talk when you're in the car, because you can't go anywhere and you're like, have to listen to their nonsense. So you have to sit her up a little bit. She's falling down. So he talked the whole time. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you. And you shouldn't be driving because you have PTSD. And if you have an accident, I'm going to sue you and I'm going to get a whole lot of money. That don't even make sense. You're going to sue me, so you say, because I have PTSD and I'm driving. But I drove you before to Virginia Beach. We got to Virginia Beach. Like, you're using my car. Like, you can't sue anybody for having PTSD anyway. That was his choice to get in the car. Anyway, once we get back to the car and I'm driving and he's talking the whole entire time, about an hour. He talked so much, he talked himself to sleep. And I was so glad. Once I got home, I got out the car. I said, we're here. That's the only thing I said to him the whole trip. We're here. But once I got to my house, we're here. He got out the car, stumbled around, dropped his belongings. But yeah, I'm the crazy one. You're going to sue me for driving, but you can't even stand up straight. Yeah, okay. And after he stumbled and got his belongings, I went on in the house. I didn't even help him get his belongings off of the floor. And I never talked to him again. Never. So I dodged a bullet on that one. Because the whole time I'm thinking, why does this boy keep on asking me if we can get an apartment together? Come to find out, a lot of men try to use women for help. A lot of men don't search for love. They're searching for help. They want somebody to always cook for them, always clean for them, always make sure they want to be treated like princesses. They want their clothes laid out, and they don't want you to say nothing. And the funny thing about it is, you wouldn't mind doing that for a man if okay. You can't expect a woman to provide everything for you. All the bills, buy you gifts, take care of you, your emotional needs, your sexual needs, your physical needs, your finances. I mean, basically, you don't have to do anything. Yeah, treat it like a king. But you don't work. The man doesn't work. He doesn't work at all. He don't make no money. You have to struggle and provide by yourself. The man doesn't cook. The man doesn't clean. The man doesn't do anything for you. He don't even help. Even if you don't work, you can't take care of the household chores. I mean, you can't do nothing. That's what I'm trying to say. Some of these men out here just want. Let me see her. Oh, she's looking at your tablet. Some of these men out here just want somebody to take care of them like they are a child and it's their mother. And when a man's sitting up there saying he wants a submissive woman, a lot of these men are out here, they want submissive providers. They want the woman to provide everything for them, but they want the woman to sit back and don't have no opinions on nothing and just put up with everything that the man does wrong, the cheating, the belittling, the abuse, the hitting, and all of that, and wants the woman to wake up, go to work, make money, cook food, and God forbid you get pregnant, Lord Jesus. But anyway, the red flags, when a man says something that you think is just a little, Kayla, come here, honey. Come on. When a man says something to you that you think is just a little bit childish, you better run, even if it's the first time. I'm talking about a little bit childish. He might say, oh, damn, your breath stink right now. You might think there's a way you say things, but if he says, for example, something like that, your breath stinks right now, or you got a pimple, or your hair is nappy, or look at your toes or something, that is a red flag, because those little things that he's saying are small digs to see if you are okay with him criticizing you and making fun of you. And later on, if you stay in that relationship, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. So that's all I wanted to tell y'all. I had to give y'all that example of my trip to Virginia Beach, because that was horrible. That happened a long time ago, but some things you just don't forget about. I dodged a bullet on that one. But yeah, look out for those red flags, ladies. Fellas too, men, look out for those red flags. Y'all gotta look out, because one red flag could turn into a lifetime of hell. Anyway, peace out. See y'all later.